Hello, welcome to the ERIK'S Car Rack Buyer's Guide series. In this video, we're going to be going over some of the best car rack options for transporting your electric bike, along with some best practices and other tips. Transporting and traveling with your electric bike is much simpler when you have the correct tools for the job. First things first, electric bikes weigh more than traditional bikes. It's essential to accurately know your e-bike's weight. Electric bikes generally range from 40 all the way to 100 pounds depending on the model. The racks we'll be covering in this video are going to be the Thule Easyfold XT2, the Thule Epos 2, and the Hollywood Racks Sport Rider. If you see something you like, check the link in the description to shop online or find it in store. This is the Thule Easyfold. This fan favorite has been taking the market by storm the past few years, and for good reasons. The name is a pretty good descriptor. It folds, it's easy to use, and even has built-in locks all around for extra peace of mind. This rack sports a capacity of 65 pounds per bike, or 130 pounds total, making it an amazing candidate for most of the bikes on the market. The folding feature is great for transporting around off the vehicle and for storage. In its folded form, it's not too far off from the size of a piece of carry-on luggage, just 31 inches by 12 inches by 26 inches. It also has some great accessibility features, most notably the ramp that is hidden and stores conveniently in the rack to aid in getting the bike up on the platform. The ramp comes out from its storage compartment by pushing this lever down and pulling the rack forward. The ramp then unfolds and plugs into one of the 4 slotted spots around the rack. Use it to wheel the bike up onto the rack and give it a good wiggle and tug to remove. It's also important to note that this is how you can access the trunk of the vehicle while the rack is installed, which can be done with 2 electric bikes loaded onto it. The rack is plenty sturdy and there is no need to remove the bikes when getting the ramp or accessing the vehicle. Make sure to line up the arrows when placing the ramp back into its home. You should hear a nice audible thud sound as the rack clicks back into place. Securing the bikes once they are up on the rack is pretty straightforward. You start by securing the bike with the arms attached to this rear frame of the rack. These arms have an AccuTight torque limiter, meaning they will slip and spin once the clamp has reached proper tightness. They can also be moved around to fit just about any combination of bikes. You just loosen the knob enough to pull the arm off and get it where you need to go, and then to reinstall the arm, you just wrap the end around the frame and lock it in place with this little sliding collar piece. Once the support arms are situated, simply use the ratcheting mechanism to secure each of the wheels, making sure to pay attention to how even the bikes are side to side on the rack. The rack can accommodate fat tire bikes with the use of the Thule XXL wheel straps sold separately. The clamps on the end of the arms also have built-in locks to make sure nobody messes with your bikes. The key for this feature is also going to be the same key used to lock the rack to the vehicle itself. The mechanism for securing the rack to the vehicle is one of the best. Thule has developed a robust wedging mechanism that takes virtually all the wiggle room out normally experienced on other bike racks. As you tighten the knob, it wedges itself into the hitch, and then once it is tight, you lock it, which allows the knob to spin freely and makes it impossible to loosen and therefore steal the bike rack. It's durable, it's light, it's easy, and it works great. This is the Thule Easyfold. Check it out online at shoperiks.com or head into one of our locations for a closer look. This is the Epos 2 from Thule. This rack is a newer model from Thule, and it takes some inspiration from the Easyfold, such as the way the rack folds up when not in use, the wheels for maneuverability, and the ratcheting wheel straps. The differences come when you look at how the arm attaches to the frame. The Epos uses a strap that wraps fully around the frame and has a ratcheting mechanism similar to how the wheels are secured. The strap is quite long and can wrap around the down tube or top tube of most bikes, depending on what works best for your setup. Just like the Easyfold, it's important to make sure the bike is spaced evenly left to right to ensure your bike doesn't go anywhere. You can also use a ramp that is sold separately by Thule. The Epos doesn't have a storage spot for the ramp, but it does have the same 4 slots for attaching the ramp to the rack. You'll just have to store the ramp inside of the vehicle when not in use. The rack also tilts forward to allow access to the rear of the vehicle and has built-in locks all around to keep your bike safe and secure. The Epos is also offered with lights and in 2 or 3 bike options on top of that. The one shown here today is the 2-bike version without lights. A 4-pin power connection is required near the hitch of the vehicle if you would like to run one of the models with lights. This rack can also accommodate fat tires with the use of the Thule XXL wheel straps, which are sold separately. Another easy to use, best in class, wonderful piece of engineering from Thule. Check out the Epos lineup online at shoperiks.com or find it in store. This is the Sport Rider for electric bikes from the folks over at Hollywood Racks. This rack features the highest weight limit of the bunch, 80 pounds per bike. This, paired with having a long enough wheel strap out of the box, makes it a great option for a lot of electric fat tire bikes on the market. Just make sure that you still fall into the weight restrictions of 80 pounds. Hollywood also has their no wobble hitch system to tighten the rack securely into the hitch. Included as well is a locking hitch pin to make sure nobody messes with your rack when you're not around. This rack is only compatible with 2-inch hitches. If you own a step-through frame, you will also need a top tube adapter to make this rack work. The rack works by these arms pushing downward onto the frame/top tube adapter to keep the bike on. Wheel trays and wheel straps complete the system and provide 3 points of contact to keep your e-bike secure and ready for the next adventure. These straps do not ratchet, so make sure they are pulled nice and tight. The main hooks also have locks built into the release mechanism to make sure nobody can mess with your bikes. The keys also happen to be key-to-like to the hitch pin lock, making it so you only need to carry around one key, which is a nice touch. This rack is available online at shoperiks.com or in store. Check it out today. Well, that's going to pretty much wrap up our top picks for car racks to help in aiding you transport your electric bike. It can be a daunting task given the size and weight of some of these models, but with the right tools and resources, you can definitely conquer it. If you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment down below, reach out to our customer service team, or find one of our knowledgeable staff members in store. Here at ERIK'S, we are always ready to assist our customers via whatever channel of communication works best for them. We hope you found this video helpful, and feel free to check out the rest of the videos in this series if you need help transporting other styles of bikes. Thank you for watching, keep riding, and we'll see you out there.